Hey guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt. I'm still waking up. I'm not awake yet. I'm not really coherent yet. I've only been up for maybe half an hour, but I figured since I was editing a video before I went out to Walmart last night, I didn't get it finished to go up today. And usually, when I record videos, I'll go ahead and get them edited, thumbnails made, uploaded to YouTube, description boxes done, and then have the entire month scheduled. And this month has kind of like thrown me a curveball. I have been maybe 1 or 2 days ahead of my videos lately, where um, I'll record a video, I'll record like one or two in one day and then get, both of them edited and then scheduled. So I only have like 1 or 2 days worth of videos. And the beginning of the month, I wasn't really feeling that great. I didn't wear makeup for almost 2 solid weeks because looking back at the photos, because I always try and take pictures of my makeup looks when they're done. Um, I did like a makeup look May 2nd, and then the next one I did wasn't until like the 16th. Let me look. All I know is that there was a big difference in when I had, let's see, that one's from the 20th. Okay, so there's a third. Okay, so between the 3rd and the 14th, I didn't record any makeup looks. And for those of you that maybe haven't seen one of my other videos on this, I had surgery a few years ago because I had um, fibroids in my uterus that had turned cancerous. So they went ahead and removed my uterus but left my ovaries, and they did what they called an ablation on them, which is basically like taking a flamethrower to your ovaries. And um, because I've suffered with ovarian cysts since I was literally a child. And so for like 2 months, 2.5 months almost, every 2 weeks, I was having severe cramping, abdominal pain, swelling, tenderness, that kind of thing. And it was literally like every 2 weeks, and it would last for 4 or 5 days. And it one day it was so bad. I was standing in the kitchen at the kitchen sink talking to my dad. He was working on the stove, and I was washing dishes, and I ended up on the floor, and I had 3 cats surrounding me within a matter of seconds. That it was almost like one of my ovarian cysts had like burst, and I mean, it literally just knocked me out right off of my feet. And dad came rushing over, spatula in hand and everything, because he was standing there stirring the thing on the stove that I told him to stir. And he's like, "Are you okay? What happened? Did you slip on water?" And I'm like, "No, I can't breathe. It hurts." And it was like literally you could write it on your calendar every 2 weeks for 4 to 5 days solid. It was nonstop pain. And the beginning of May, I went through that again. It was so bad. I was in so much pain that I had no voice. Like I have like a wake upy voice right now, where I haven't really done a whole lot of talking other than to the cats in the house or the dog. And so it's a little bit gargly. This was like so bad, it was almost like I had laryngitis. So I was going through cramping and pain and swelling, and my legs were burning, and my lower back was hurting really bad. I tried ice, I tried heat. Laying down made it worse. Sitting up was painful. Walking was even more excruciatingly painful. And the stool that I have that I sit on in the bathroom to like record my makeup looks and stuff like that, it's hard. It is very, very hard. It was probably like the best $9 I ever spent because I've had those things for like 7 years, but they're very uncomfortable to sit on for long stretches of time. And when I sit down to record a video, I take anywhere between 15 minutes and an hour and a half to record one makeup look. And so sitting on that was painful. Um, my I had tested out a new sunscreen. Well, it's not really new to me. I've used it a couple of times before, and every time I use it, it causes my face to like completely break out. Like I still have the scarred spots where I didn't even mess with them when they came up, but like the spots are still on my face where the blemishes were. And so I was going through that on my face. I was going through cramping. I was feeling like complete roadkill. So I didn't record any videos between May 3rd all the way up until recorded the next makeup look, which again, I've already forgotten the date. I gotta look again. The 14th. So for 11 whole days, I didn't record anything, nothing. Nothing got recorded for 11 days. And usually I will have videos up, ready to go. And thankfully, I had some that I hadn't edited. I edited like 9 videos in one weekend. And so I had some videos to go up. But then when I recorded the video that I did on the 14th, that was like the first video I'd recorded in 11 days. And I recorded it because I was tired of feeling like garbage. So I was like, okay, screw this. I've seen people do these looks. I knew I had taken pictures that I could use to recreate something, and I went with it. I was in so much pain recording that video with the cloud makeup look. It was unreal. Um, Trying to go up and down the ladder to get onto the roof was painful. Standing on the roof, I burned the snot out of my feet because the roof was hot. But it was just there's a saying that beauty is pain. Oh, buddy, that day it sure was. So that was like the first time that I had recorded anything new in a couple of weeks, and I have been trying to like play catch up. And right now, I think I recorded 6 videos yesterday, and then I recorded one after midnight, and I don't know how much of the footage came out because my camera like overheated and it like corrupted some of the footage on the little thing that was in it, the SIM card that was in it. So I switched out to one of these little SIM cards, which goes into another sleeve, and did some like video of like the finished look. I honestly don't know how much of the video files are there. Let me look. As of right now, I can see 2. The rest of them are weird. They're MP4 files, but there's like there's a file size, but there's no like time or anything on it. It's like the entire video process that I did is gone. So that's like 2 hours worth of work right there out the window. So I don't know how that's going to go. I was editing a video for a sheet mask review, and I haven't gotten that one finished yet. I'm like a quarter of the way done editing it. I pulled the video file. Spike, you okay, baby? Kitty, kitty. Oh, baby, baby. Well, come here. Don't just sit. Well, don't sit in the foyer. Come here. Spike. I'm gonna come get you. What you doing? his ear is bothering him and he thinks he's in trouble, so he keeps running. Ugh. So, anyways, the makeup look that I recorded after midnight this morning, before I went out to Walmart, I don't know how much of that footage is even any good. The just to give you a rundown, I did get a BoxyCharm. I unboxed that. Did a try-on video separate for that, so that'll go up separately. But I'll use some like video clips of me using certain things in the BoxyCharm video, so you can see application. My very first one, needless to say, my first impressions of the box were not favorable. Because I've been getting Ipsy Glam Bag for years. Like, as an example for you guys, for anybody that watches this on the replay, this was the first Birchbox card that I got, and this says October of 2015 on it. If the light will stop washing it out. Well, anyways, the date is down here. And so October of 2015 is when I started getting them. And then my first Ipsy, I think I've got 1 or 2 cards missing, was April of 2016. So you can see where I wrote it on there. And then I wrote down, you know, like everything that was in the bag. So I've been getting Ipsy for like 3 years now. There's been a few months here and there where I couldn't afford to get it, so I didn't get it. But I ended up canceling Birchbox. See, the last Birchbox that I got was February of 2017. So that was the last one of those that I got. And I kept getting the same things over and over and over and over again. And so I got tired of the monotonous things from Birchbox and I canceled them. Now I kind of wish I hadn't, because then I would have more hair products to test out, because that's what the majority of my boxes were, was hair products. So I did the BoxyCharm unboxing. I did a review for these really neat eye drops, and I could probably use with some drops right now because my eyes are red and tired and that kind of thing. I did a mascara comparison video yesterday during my makeup look, but I recorded it separately to test out a mascara I don't care for versus one of the new ones that I got that I actually really like. I think it's going to take a couple of uses of it to like get it to the consistency that I want it to, because it's a very... I'll be right back. Yes. Speak. Okay. No more propaganda, religious bullcrap today. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Okay, so I ended up doing a comparison video on 2 mascaras. I saw Amy Loves Makeup did a video like the other day about her channel trailer, and I just always put a random video in my channel trailer. So I sat down and recorded one of those yesterday afternoon, and it started raining while I was outside. So I was like, oh, screw it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos right there. I did another unboxing. The Ipsy Glam Bag went up yesterday because I write down, when I record a video, I write down like the video like title or like what the video was about. And then if it's a makeup look, I write down, you know, what I use specifically on my face so that I can put it in the description box, because I know people have questions. And so let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 makeup looks written down, and then 4 videos written down at the very bottom. So there's 10 videos right here on this, and all of these videos have been, except for the very last one that I wrote down, all of these have been uploaded to YouTube and are already live. So I think, yeah, I think so. 1, Yeah, I have to remember I started posting all of my hair videos and ASMR videos onto my original channel that I made in like 2009. And so I started putting all of those there. So any like hair product reviews and hair updates and tutorials and that kind of stuff. Oh, that looks like crap. Um, I wish this thing had teeth, but I didn't feel like digging out another headband. Um, I had people that wanted me to still do those things, but I had other people say, well, I don't want to see that on this channel. I would rather just watch beauty or makeup or tutorials or whatever. So they wanted to just see that kind of stuff on this channel. So I took off the hair videos, and anything like January forward, I moved to my original channel. Sorry. Had some messages on Twitter that just popped up on my phone. Brain dead. I usually can talk and type at the same time, but I still have 3/4 of a cup of coffee. But I even, I sat down and wrote out like video ideas that I want to get done. So there's a lot of stuff that I've been doing behind the scenes, not to mention I'm helping out with another YouTuber's channel. I help with like doing research on things, writing articles, keeping up their spreadsheets for like things that they do talk about, hunting down new things for them to talk about, that kind of thing. I am an admin for their Facebook group. So I'm helping, I guess you could say, keep the riffraff out and keep the peace. Um, it's surprising how hateful people can be when it comes to makeup. It really is. You figure makeup literally is skin deep. It is not that deep, and it washes off. So why people find the need to put another person down for their makeup application, their makeup skills, the color combinations, the way they look in makeup, whether they have too much on or not enough on, or whatever the case may be, it absolutely astounds me that somebody can look at somebody and have a snap judgment, and automatically the first thing that comes to their mind or out of their fingers onto a keyboard is something derogatory. I don't understand. I am a pessimist. I will tell you all day long I'm a pessimist. That glass is half full. It is, or it's like the half full, half empty. Okay, it's only got half a glass of whatever in it, right? Where did the rest of it go? Is my train of thought, okay, did I drink it? Did it not get full? Did they not, do something a specific way or whatever? Like, I never look at the glass like it's a good thing that I have half a glass. I always look at the glass like, oh, I only have half a glass. So that's how my brain works. I am a Libra, so we're like the balancing scales. I'm pretty even keeled with everybody. Wait, I didn't realize you were so. I just realized. Well, I'm also not sitting up straight. I was like, why is the camera pointing at the floor? It's a little better. Um, my mind, especially with how I grew up in my past and my experiences, my mind automatically wants to go to a negative place. That's the first thing that pops into my mind is something that is negative. But just because that's like the first thing on my brain doesn't mean I'm going to share it with the world. Just because I walked by a girl in Walmart a few weeks ago that literally looked like she had taken a marker and literally just, drawn a big box on the front and then went bloop, bloop, and then like filled it in. Literally, that's what it looked like. It's like probably, I don't think I've ever seen anybody with brows like that in person, like ever. I've seen them do it like on YouTube for a funny video, but I never had seen somebody in person with the big, blocky, completely black, filled in brows, and it looked like it was on purpose. The girl had no makeup on her face, but those big black, and her hair was blonde. That was the other thing. I'm like, is this a joke? Is this like some sort of social experiment? Did she fall asleep in class? Did somebody draw on her? Did she go to a very bad sleepover? Those were the things that I was thinking. And of course, the very first thing that popped into my brain was Sharpie brow. I'm like, Sharpie brow, really Sharpie brow? And I had a full bead on. I actually had foundation on that day, blush, bronzer, highlight. My makeup was like on point. I had lashes on. I was feeling myself. I almost turned around and walked back to the girl and said, "Let me show you where the makeup remover is." And I know that's bad. And I try not to be that way. I try not to say those things to people because I have no tact. I have no filter when it comes to a lot of things. And I have to remember, like my dad with the fishing pole and reeling things in. I have to remember to stop and think, because usually what my mouth says is whatever my brain automatically tumbles out of it. And I have to stop and think about things diplomatically, because if I don't, my less than sugar-coated version might offend people. And people get offended and butthurt by the most stupidest things today. I remember growing up, I had a white best friend and I had a black best friend. And the funny thing is my white best friend won't have nothing to do with me now. She cheated on me, or she cheated on my husband, or I should say, my husband cheated on me with her, or at least that's what he said. That's what the evidence on Facebook showed. That's what the court saw. So that friendship ended. 20 years of a friendship down the drain because he couldn't keep it in his pants. But my black best friend, who I think somebody stole the gold crystal heart that she gave me in like 6th grade. She gave me, it looked like a diamond heart, and it had, I'm sure it was CZ's, it was 10 karat gold, and it was this beautiful like rhinestoned heart. And for those that don't know, I love heart jewelry. I love, jewelry that's shaped like hearts, that kind of thing, or as the Australians call them, love hearts. Either way. So she gave me that in 6th grade, and I didn't realize it was missing out of my jewelry box until I went to look for it to post a picture of it on Instagram and tag her in it. Now, Takeda and I were like peas and carrots. If there was a fight and I was involved, especially in school, you know how they crowd around and they're like, fight, 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 fight. Chiquita would be like, y'all need to stand back. This girl's got it. I mean, she was like the one that helped control the crowd. And if I was in a fight with somebody and we were getting it, we was definitely going at it. That if it looked like the other girl was going to get the other, the upper hand, or guy, because I've had fist fights with them before, she would step in and she'd be like, you don't put your hands on her. and they, and this goes all the way back to sixth grade, 11, 12 years old, sixth grade. And she was like my bodyguard. I had a little blonde girl who ended up, I think she's a little bit shorter than me. She ran her mouth at me one day, and I walked by and grabbed her by the back of the head and went bash face first into the lockers. And she turned around, and I was like, you want to run your mouth at me again? And Takita's standing there going, she's stupid. She's going to put her hands on you. I was like, I'm waiting on her too. And the other girl, which, by the way, her name was also Rebecca. And she was one of the preppy, stuck-up, rich kids. And at this time, my dad had just lost his job at Martin Marietta. My mom was no longer working for the lawyer and the court reporter that she was working for. So we had to move from where we were living down in Orange County to where, my grandfather's house, because he had just passed away. So I was from a price bracket, I guess you could say, that made me an equal of her. But since both my parents had to move jobs or my dad got laid off, I was pawn scum to her because my parents weren't making six figures a year anymore. And I should say the upper six figures a year. So because we had a Volvo, and because we lived in a house that was built by my grandfather, and because we lived in a small house and not a two-story one, we weren't fancy enough for her. So she always looked down her stupid little straight pointy nose at me. And I'm like, this girl did nothing but irritate the absolute piss out of me when I was in school. I always waited on her because I'd walk by and she would run her mouth. And by the end of sixth grade year, I had introduced Rebecca's face to a locker, the wall next to the lockers, and the pillar behind her locker, because the girl was forever running her mouth. And Kita was always like right there with me, just in case one of Rebecca's friends got slick. And I always found it like weird to like call her by her first name because that's my name. And I was like, you give other Rebeccas a bad name. And I was older by like almost a year. And then there was another Rebecca in our class, but she went by Becky. And I absolutely detest being called Becky. I was Becky until I was 5. Okay. I was 5 and under. You could get away with calling me Becky. But after 5, I remember one day I stomped the floor so hard when somebody called me Becky. And I said, my name is Rebecca Lynn. And I mean, I stomped the floor so hard, I ended up giving myself a bone spur. So I've been Rebecca Lynn since I was 6. And then, of course, when my parents were mad, I got the whole thing. But when I look at going back to things, I don't see the world in like black and white. Everything is kind of gray for me. And I've always been the kind that like reacts first and then thinks about it later. So ever since I became an adult, I started thinking about things, I would say probably age 23 and later. So past 16, almost 17 years, I have changed the way I view things, changed the way I think about things, and changed the way I say things to people because of the fact that people get butthurt. Now, when going back to the original premise of me saying that I had a black best friend and a white best friend, we used the N-word. in school. She was my nigga. She was my person. She was my best friend. She was my bodyguard. She was my sounding board. She was my everything. And to say the N word today with or without the A or the ER, it is such a big deal. Now, I can understand if somebody is using it in a derogatory way, but you can ask Takeda. You can talk to her and be like, are you okay with her saying that to you? And she'll be like, yeah, she my nigga. Because that's who she is. She is like, even when we were beginning adults and we both had small children and we were both at the pool together, and we were, you see, I'm white. I am like really white. And she is this beautiful, like milk chocolate with a dash of dark chocolate mixed in complexion. She's beautiful. And people would make a comment about, why are you hanging out with that white girl? Keita, like, what white girl? Because to us, color didn't matter. It didn't matter to me that she had a beautiful tan. It didn't matter to her that I was a sheet of paper, because growing up in the 90s, the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, that shit didn't matter to us like it does to this generation today. People didn't pick on me for being white. People didn't pick on me for being like super white, like fair white. And now girls get picked on for being fair white, like paper white. They don't, I guess they don't take into consideration everybody across the world comes in all different shades, shapes, colors, sizes, heights, weights. Everybody comes in a variety of shapes and sizes, okay? But we're all people. And that's what the point should be. We're all people. And I have to remember, especially now at my age, to think first before I say something, because somebody might misconstrue something that I have said. And it sucks that we live in a world today where I can't say something about my best friend without somebody judging me for it. Do I care that they judged me? No. I could give two flying fucks about what somebody has to think about my makeup skills, the way I look, how big my nose is, how floofy my hair is, that we have too many cats, or what a loser I am because I can't find a job. I don't have a car. I live under my dad's roof because I am homeless. So, you can say whatever you want to me. It's not like I haven't heard it before. I am almost 39. You, honestly, some of the things that I've heard through my lifetime, it is unreal. And had half the population heard a quarter of what I had said or done, or had said or done to me when I was growing up, then this world would be completely butthurt. By the way, this is my girl Takeda, and she is still absolutely beautiful. And her son, our kids are only a few months apart. Here she is with her son. He is now a Florida highway patrolman. And I'm so proud of her and him and how she raised her kids. And she had it rough. She had it rough. There he is there. But somebody I don't know on Instagram wrote me a book. Look at this. All of these are comments on my latest post on Instagram, all from the same girl. Like, seriously? I posted this picture yesterday. The product burned my eyes, right? And I was wearing eyeshadow primer. But look, 1, 2, 3, 4 comments just from that same person. I'm like, seriously? Some people got no time. She's like, are you using eyeshadow primer? Because I know for me, I have to use eyeshadow primer, whether it's to get a grip by Pure or NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Thin Setting Spray. I live in Florida and I'm constantly trying to find ways to where I don't have to have a makeup meltdown and keep my eyeshadow on. And the only way I can keep my eyeshadow on is primer. What color is that? Ice color? I got the Cupid color. Man, she just keeps going and go. Really, lady? I don't know you. You don't follow me. You say you live in Florida, but you don't have nothing on your profile. I live in Florida. Hi. My first human. I got off on a diatribe. I had some stuff bothering me. I did want to let everybody know, I probably should have said this at the beginning. I haven't mailed it yet. I was going to mail it today, but I kind of slept. I got in contact with not 1, not 2, but 3 different people on the giveaway that I had done, and up until the 3rd person, nobody had followed the rules except for the very last one, which is why I stopped picking them. So the guy's name is David. He is from Poland. I don't know why it's not showing me all of the messages. It says there's like, oh, there it is. There was like 5 messages there. And anyways, but his name is David. He won the giveaway. I have to make earrings for his girlfriend, but he lives in Poland. So he's the one that won the giveaway. But hi, Ethnic Empress. I don't know. I'm kind of having a meltdown today. I didn't get to sleep until this morning. I did a pride look and realized I forgot green. I lost footage for about 75% of it. And I don't know. I was just gushing over my friend Takita and how I don't understand people that treat people differently because of the way they look. I don't know. I really need to like probably sit down and do a video about that. And maybe it's because my give a shit's broken, but when I see somebody, I don't see somebody for the color of their skin or their race, their religion, their background, where they were born. I don't look at any of that crap. That stuff doesn't matter to me. Just like these people that are out there that are like labels, designer. I don't give a crap about that stuff. I don't. What matters to me is the person, not their heart and their mind and the way that they think and react to stuff. That is what matters to me. I don't give a crap if you're orange or blue or purple or yellow, or because I'm yellow. I don't care about any of that stuff. But like, I've seen so much stuff lately where people are, especially when it comes to like foundations and concealers, where they're like, oh, well, there's not enough light shades. Honey, I am like paper. I'm literally like paper. I'm not much darker than my notepad here. And I can almost never find foundation that matches me. So you know what? I don't wear it. I can't find a shade that matches me. I don't wear it. I don't know why. I understand people have like skin conditions and stuff like that where they want to cover up. Yes, I do. Ethnic. Um, I had said that, back in the day when I was growing up, I had a white best friend and I had a black best friend, but it didn't matter that one was white and one was black, because to me that didn't matter. It's like, if you really think about it, when you take your kids to the playground and you watch small children on the playground, and I'm talking 8 years, 10 years and younger, they all play together, they all get along. You'll have an adorable moment where one walks up to the other parent with holding hands with the child, and they're like, "This is my best friend." And trust me, one of my daughters has done that and is the absolute best. But kids don't see color. If somebody like has a disabled child, the child will go over and like pat them on the back. They'll be like, "It'll be okay. You'll be okay." And it is probably the best example that I could give as to how society should be, how we should treat others. We need to stop and take a look at our children. Number one, they say whatever comes to mind. They literally, like the show used to be, kids say the darndest things. You know what? They sure do. They don't have filters. They don't have to sugarcoat nothing. They say it how they think it. They say exactly what they feel, and that's great. If everybody could do that and just put it out there and be like, "This is how I feel," that would be where we should be. We should love everybody and treat everybody with respect. I don't care where you're from. I don't care, as long as you are from this planet. Hell, I don't care if you're not from this planet. People are people, and we should treat them that way. And it doesn't matter whether you speak English, you speak Spanish, you speak Cherokee, you speak Japanese, you speak Chinese, you speak Russian. I don't give a flip where people are from. I think it's amazing we all come from different places. We have different experiences, different backgrounds. And, you know, I wish people could see people for their thoughts, their mind, their heart, who they are, and not their outer packaging. Do you think somebody's going to pick up a package like a Hershey Kiss and be like, "I don't like the color of this wrapper. I'm not going to eat this. I want the red one. I want the red Hershey Kiss." Okay, the red packaging. I'm not eating this silver one. I don't want the silver one. Why? What's inside's the same. Only difference is the wrapping. It still tastes like milk chocolate. They both taste the same. Probably both made in the same factory. Hell, they probably went down the same conveyor belt together. Only thing is, one got, red outer shell and the other one got silver outer shell. Ooh. Or maybe they'll bitch that one has the little flag and the other one doesn't. Big whoop. Okay? They don't have something you got. You got a bonus. Something free. Doesn't make what's inside any different. I don't know. That's my mindset. That's how I think. And I really shouldn't be ranting at 5 o'clock in the afternoon when I've only been awake for an hour. Yes, humans. Can't we all just be cats? I mean, they don't have to work. They sleep multiple hours a day. They can sleep on anything. And I mean anything. I have seen my cats lay on the damnedest things. I'm like, how is that comfortable? How do you lay on that? Really? Is that comfortable? I wouldn't sleep. You're sleeping on a box, hanging off of it, sleeping on a box. How is that comfortable? I don't get it. It's like cats are walking, give a shits or gone kind of thing. It really is. I didn't expect to be on here this long. I wanted to only be on here long enough to update people and go edit my video that I was going to put up. But it is what it is. Try to think if there's anything I forgot to mention in the beginning other than the giveaway winner, which I've already contacted him and He's just sent me an email back. It looks like. Let me see. He sent it after I went to bed this morning, so I haven't read it yet. I mean, I looked at it, but I didn't read it. But I'm not looking at it. Sorry. I saw my Facebook thing flash, and I was like, why is Facebook flashing? I had a message. I don't know. I've digressed. I can almost get my hair in a ponytail, though. Like, almost all of it. I know somebody asked me the other day about it. I've got like this little bit down here that doesn't quite fit in a ponytail. See? This little short stuff. So in another month, I'll be able to get it all up. And I'm testing out a new leave-in conditioner right now. It smells like Raid. I kid you not. It smells like the Raid in like, what is it? The red can, blue can, something like that. The one that's like roach, not really the roach spray, and it's not quite as bad as the flea spray, but it's like, it smells like Raid with too much perfume. It's bad. It's bad. But I hate the smell of it, but oh my god, my hair is like so soft. I just washed it yesterday. I put some in and blew it dry. Yesterday was the second test that I had done with the product, but oh my god, my hair is like super soft. It was like I could pet my hair all day long. The first time I used it, I let my hair air dry, and it was almost like my hair felt like silk. It was that soft. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do nothing with it. It was so soft that I'm sure I could have tied 1,000 knots in it and they'd all fallen like right back out. My hair was so soft. It's getting annoying though, because when I hold my head normal, this stuff is like touching the back of my neck and it like irritates me. Drives me nuts. But I probably ought to get off of here. Coffee machine only had enough for 1 cup, so I'm debating on whether or not to go make another pot of coffee. We have one of those like Cuisinart coffee makers that has like a reservoir, and you push a button and it makes your coffee and it goes down in the reservoir, and then you push a button and it lets you have your coffee. So we make coffee like every other day, and it takes Dad and I 2 days to go through 12 cups of coffee. So you figure I usually have 2, and his cup holds like 1.5 of my cups. So I go through 4 cups, and Dad goes usually through 2 cups of his cup before it's gone. So I don't know. I've got so much stuff on my mind right now. It's like going a mile a minute. I've got stuff that I've got to get done for the other YouTube channel that I'm helping with. I've got the websites and stuff pulled up that I need to pull research information for. The article that I wrote for last week got bumped to this week, so I don't have to worry about that. I've got their spreadsheet to update if the information's already there. I've got a couple of emails I need to reply to. Oh, funny side note. My business Facebook page got a message a couple of weeks ago asking if I wanted to test out a lavalier Microsoft. I was like, what is a lavalier Microsoft? So I messaged the lady back and I was like, what is a lavalier Microsoft question mark? I don't know if it'll show it. I wonder if I turn the brightness up on my phone, if that will help. Oh, no, that made it completely worse. Okay. I turned there you go. You can almost read it. All right. Are you interested in a lavalier Microsoft? And then there was a picture that went with it. And the picture, it says lavalier microphone on this. So then the lady sends me a message and she's like, because she wanted me to do a dedicated video about it. And I asked her where, and she said either Amazon or YouTube. And I said, okay, well, do you have a contract to send over for me to look at? Because I've never done like a sponsored post. So I'm waiting to get a contract from people to see how they word it so I can write my own. I have one drawn up. It's just I haven't had to use it yet. She's like, I scanned your page and found your YouTube link. I think it's not so popular as I expect. And I replied back, I was like, what made you think my YouTube channel was popular? I have like less than 4,000 subscribers. And I said, I don't even think 2,000 of them are real. And she replied back, I thought you had more view. And I'm like, why? You were messaging my business Facebook page, not my first personal Facebook page, not my Instagram, not my YouTube channel, not my Twitter account, my business Facebook page for my handmade jewelry. And it says the business name at the top of the page. And it says jewelry, handmade. And I'm like, why would you? And when I initially replied to her and I said, I hand make jewelry. And she's like, you want to test out? I'm like, oh my God. Oh. So yeah, a lavalier Microsoft. That's a new one on me, China. That's definitely a new one on me. But the sheet mask video that I will finish editing and post. Oh, screw it. I might just put it up tomorrow. The company is from Taiwan and they reached out to me and they were so nice. I have never had such a professional reply to an email. Fast, professional, courteous. I mean, if I could just give the lady a rating that I dealt with, she'd have 5 stars like twice because she was that, oh God, she was attentive. She was informative. She was kind. Uh, she was very prompt. I honestly, I can't think of enough adjectives right now to describe my interaction with the woman that reached out to me from this mask company. And it's not technically sponsored, but I talk about it in the beginning of the video. The way that Amazon sellers do things is they want you to buy the product off of Amazon so it shows verified purchase when you go to leave a review for it. So what they usually do is want to send you money through like PayPal or something like that. And then you take that money and purchase it off of Amazon. So they send you like 10 cents more than whatever the cost of the item is because PayPal has fees. But the only thing is Amazon doesn't take PayPal. So then you've got to move the money out of PayPal either into a bank account or whatever. Usually if I get money in PayPal, I send it to my dad because I'm paying him back for stuff. I have an entire list of stuff that I got to pay him back for. So whenever I get extra money that isn't specifically supposed to be used for certain things, I pay him back that way. But God, it's 5:30. I've been on here almost an hour. By the way, this is what I look like when I first wake up. No makeup, no nothing. I didn't even run a brush through my hair. Hi. I am so tired. I was up all night. I recorded that look at like midnight. It took me like an hour to get it done. Camera kept overheating, so that's why it took so long because I had to keep turning the camera off and charging the battery, and the SIM card kept getting overheated, and now the video files are all dorked. So I went to Walmart at like 4 o'clock this morning, wandered around there. I think I pulled out the parking lot at 5:30. They've moved so many things in Walmart, I can't find anything anymore. I got more seeds to plant. for like herbs and spices. I realized that when I went to plant my seeds this weekend, the majority of the herb packets that I had, like they didn't there was no seeds left in them. So I don't know why I kept packets of seeds that had no seeds in them. I'm blaming it on the gray hair's fault. I don't know. So I bought more seeds to start, like basil and parsley and tarragon and rosemary and a few other things. Um, and I did video a little bit of it. I don't know. It'll go up on the other channel because people don't want to see crap like that on here. Random videos and a bug went up today at 10:30 on my other channel, so that should have gone up today. Let me see if I can find it. I gotta refresh the page. Yep, random things happening in my life and a bug. It went up at 7 hours ago. There you go. Oh, there you are. I will copy the link if you guys want to actually like go watch it. That is a little bit about some of the stuff that's going on outside of YouTube. But anyways, that video went up. The videos on my other channel go up at like 10:30 in the morning. The videos on this channel go up at 5, and I don't know, maybe I'll do like a live stream Q&A kind of thing, because I've had a bunch of polls that I've put up on like Twitter and on my YouTube community page that talk about how long you want the videos to be, when you want videos to go up, what kind of videos do you want to see, those kinds of things, where like people have voted on certain results. And then I do videos that are done by those recommendations, and then I get blasted for it. So I might just do another live stream either later or later today. Probably more like tomorrow. I might do it tomorrow. But yeah. But it's like I ask you guys things and you guys vote on what you want, and then I do things. Hi Andrew. By the poll results, and then next thing I know, I'm getting like hate messages. I'm like, wait a minute. You guys said you wanted videos between this amount of time and this amount of time and posted on this day and this kind of video, and then you send me a nasty message that says like, why did you take the time to record this? Nobody wants to see that. Or like the message I got yesterday was like, I saw one of your hair videos. You spent 20 minutes doing a hair video showing people how you did this, this, and this, and you could have done all of that in 5 minutes. You talk too much. You need to talk less in your videos. And I only watched a minute of it. I'm not going to watch any more than a minute of it. And like, I'm never going to watch your channel again. Okay. If you only watched a minute of it, how do you know I spent too long talking about a product, showing a product, whatever, if you only watched a minute of the video? Granted, I understand she could tell that it was 20 minutes long just by looking at the video length, but how did she know that I talked too much about the product, or I spent too much time showing the product or discussing it or whatever? How does she know that if she only spent a minute watching the video? By the way, the video was published in 2016. So that was like 3 years ago. Now, granted, I do go on diatribes quite often because that's how my brain works. But it's like, if I think a video is like too rambly, I'll cut sections out of it. And then like some videos, when I do makeup application and then I show blending, I don't always talk through those things, so I'll speed them up Some people are mad when I leave them in. Some people are mad when I cut them out. Some people are mad when I speed them up. I'm like, I give up. I give up. I honestly don't know what I can do to make you guys happy. I give up. I'm going to record what I want to record, how I want to record it, how I want to edit it. And if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else because I'm fed up. Fed up. So it's like I get nasty comments about, oh, you got an ugly nose. Okay, I'm German. I have a schnoz. So you don't like my nose? You don't like the way my face looks? Why are you watching me? Then I have the other creeps, absolute creeps that are like, your nose is so sexy. I want to boop it and push it and pull it and honk it. I'm like, gross. Seriously, gross. Disgusting. Why do you tell people stuff like that? I didn't want to know that. I had one guy tell me what he wanted to do with my nose and where he wanted me to put it. No. I screenshotted that comment, delete, block, done. No. I am not into fetishes. No fetishes here. I am done with the weirdos. You are not going to pet my hair. You're not going to put it in a ponytail. You're not going to touch me. Period. I don't like being touched anyways. But like, I have all these like things that like people don't see because I don't usually talk about them. I don't get a whole lot of hate on YouTube. I get the weirdos. I get the weirdest crap. I get the, your bottom lip is so sexy. I'm like, ew. You look prettier without makeup. Okay, thanks. I didn't need your validation. I think I look fine with or without makeup. I honestly don't need validation from somebody else. And then I get the ones that are like, your face would be prettier if you got a nose job. Well, if I had $3,000, I'd get a boob job instead of a nose job. Just saying. I've lived with this thing for 38 years. Do you think I'm going to just... I have enough problems with it. I don't need any more. It runs. It gets stopped up. It gets in the way. It works really good. Like I can smell shit from a mile away. If the neighbor's horse is crapping in his stall, I can smell it. But what happens if I do go? Does that mean my nose is going to stop running? No, it'll probably get worse. That mean my sniffer's going to be just as sensitive? Probably not. It'll probably, lessen that some. But it's like, oh, thank you. It's a Bug's Life shirt from Disney. But it's like, the people say this stuff to like get under other people's skin. I understand they use the word troll. The new fandangled jargon that the kids are using now. I don't get it. But it's like, I had one of my friends who's a YouTuber. She said somebody asked her to show her feet on camera. And I actually had somebody when I was like 19 ask me for a foot job. I didn't know what that was. I had to ask my dad because my mom didn't know. I said, Daddy, what is a foot job? He goes, who asked you for one of those? And I'm like, it was the neighbor. He's like, where does he live? I'm going to go have a... Do not talk to my daughter. Stay away from... I'm like, Dad, he just asked for a foot job. I didn't know what it was. What is it? He's like, you don't want to know? I said, Dad, I'm asking because I want to know. He's like, seriously, Rebecca Lynn, you don't want to know what a foot job is. I'm like, I'm going to Google it. I don't want to know what a foot job is, Dad. I don't want to know what a foot job is. Gross, 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 gross. But yeah. I think I was in my 20s when Bug's Life came out. I don't think there's anything on the back, but it came from an official Disney store. I like my Bug's Life shirt. I have an Ant's Life one too. I have a bunch of Disney shirts. I used to work in the mall, and we had a Disney store in the mall, and they gave a discount to mall employees. So I've got a bunch of Disney mugs, a bunch of Disney shirts. I had a nightgown that had like little cutout Mickeys on it, but I can't wear it in this house because It's one of those things that you wear in your apartment when you're alone or with a significant other, not like around mixed company. I think my daughters were 3 or 4 when Bugs Life came out. So I don't know. I don't. I'd have to look it up. I don't honestly don't. I got to turn the light back, brightness back up on my phone. I don't remember when Bugs Life came out. Let me IMDb it. Oh, 1998. Okay, I was 18. My youngest daughter wasn't born yet. I don't think I saw it. I didn't see it in theaters. I bought it on DVD for the girls when they were little because we saw it at Walmart. So I picked it up. So yeah, 1998 is what it says on here. But yeah, I own it. I own it on DVD. Bought it years ago. So. There was a huntsman spider in the garage this morning when I first got back home from Walmart, and I took a picture of it. And the admins for the group that I help out with, they were posting pictures of like really big things of cheese, and I said, I don't has no big cheese, but I found this huntsman spider this morning, so I took a picture with her, and she's on the side of the cat litter container, and I got my hand next to her when I took a picture of it, and one of them says, "Fuck that noise, burn the house down, hell to N to the O, no." And the spider was only about this big. She was beautiful. I got pictures of her. I'm probably gonna have to turn the brightness down on my phone again. Unplug my phone so you can see it. There she is right there. Say hello to my little friend. But they call these, we've always called them roach spiders. And or at least when I was a kid, well, even still today, we call them roach spiders. But these are what they call tropical huntsman spiders. They are originally from like Indonesia, but huntsman spiders come in like various shapes, sizes, similar coloring for the most part, but they come from like Australia, and in Australia they chase people. These spiders here, they are very susceptible to like vibration, and they scare really easy. So like if you, let me see, there should be a picture of my hand with her. There's a picture of my hand next to her. Let's see. No. All right, there is my hand, and then her at the bottom. She's about the size of the palm of my hand. But anyways, huntsman spiders here, especially in Florida, most likely will not chase you. If you go on them, they go, and literally you can give them a heart attack, and you will watch them go flip. Because my brother was mean as a kid and used to blow on them. I always thought they were cool because I would like, I'd come in the room and I'd have one on my hand and be like, "Hey mom, look what I got." And she'd be like, "Wah!" On the desk, climbing the wall, going, "Get it away, get it away." And I'd be like, "But mama, it's so cute, it's fuzzy." It's just, she'd freak out. But I'm not really like a girl. I'm a girl. I'm female. I was born female, but I like spiders and snakes and everything but roaches. You ever want to hear me scream like an actual girl? Show me a freaking roach, drop a roach on me, bring a roach near me. I will scream bloody murder. I don't do roaches. I don't do roaches, period. But anything else I'm pretty okay with. I opened the front door yesterday and walked outside and I went, I'm like, spider web. I mean, right outside my front door, there's a brown widow in the top corner of the door frame. We've got like 4 or 5 daddy long legs out there, and there's a couple of golden garden orb weavers, and I love the little crab spiders. We had little crab spiders on the back porch like a couple of weeks ago. They were so freaking cute. They were literally like this big. I think maybe they were 4 millimeters in diameter. Oh my God, they were so adorable. I'm like, I came over to my dad and I had like 5 or 6 of them running around on my hand. I'm like, Daddy, look, they're so cute. And I'm like touching them, and he's like, you're going to irritate one. They might bite you. I said, I don't care. They're so cute. And he's like, go put them back. So by the time I got back to where I had found all the various ones, I had like little spiders with little strings coming off my hand. I'm like, oh, you guys are even cuter. So I don't know. I'm just I can put on full glam makeup, dress, pantyhose, heels, and still climb a tree and save a frog or cat or whatever. That's kind of the girl I am. No, I don't have Toy Story anything. I think I have one of the movies, but I've seen 3 of them. But I'd have to rewatch, I think, the last one that they put out because I don't remember it a whole lot. The other ones I've seen multiple times. But no, I love Disney movies. I grew up on Disney. So my parents were kind of strict about what we were allowed to watch, but Disney was one of those approved things. I had a Disney Channel growing up as well. Something moved. But anyways, I've been on here for over an hour. Yeah, well, and you figure I've had this shirt since 2003, 2004. So it's like 15 years old and it still looks brand new. I mean, I still have. There's the Disney tag. So proves that it's an official Disney shirt. But yeah, like I take really good care of my things. I'm kind of like weird about that way. Kind of anal about certain things. But I mean, if you find a Toy Story shirt, I think this one's a medium. I think it says large. I don't know what size it is. Hang on, I'll figure it out. Okay, now I can read it. It doesn't say a size. That's weird. That side's the wash label. That tells me where it's made. Made in the USA. It don't say what size it is, but I'm sure it's like a medium or something. I could get away with wearing a small, but I sleep in these things, so I end up wearing, I'll throw on a t-shirt after my shower and don't feel like changing into a nightshirt or a nightgown, so I just say screw it and go to bed in it. I'm a t-shirt and jeans kind of girl anyways, so it don't matter to me. I run around in the house and just about anything. But yeah, if you find a shirt that, is from Toy Story, you can mail it to me. I'll wear it. I like my Disney shirts. They hold up pretty good too, especially if they're like official Disney shirts. They hold up really well. All of my all the shirts that I've had since I was like in middle school from like early 90s still look brand new. I think one of them has a hole in it on the bottom. That's because it got snagged on a fence when I was trying to hop a fence when I was a kid. So it's the only reason why it's not in pristine condition. But all of my t-shirts like this I've had for decades and they still look brand new. Well, depending on how big they are, you can mail them to me. I'll wear them. Nah, it's not like I need any more t-shirts though. I really don't. I have 2 dresser drawers full of t-shirts, and I literally just emptied out my dresser um, of like all of my t-shirts and my tank tops and that kind of stuff. And I literally had 2 drawers, one drawer with like regular like t-shirts like this, one drawer with like t-shirts and tank tops that are like the spaghetti straps or the wife beater straps, and then I have one drawer that is just supposed to be like nightgowns and nighttime wear, but it's got t-shirts in there too. So I literally like dumped 3 drawers of shirts out on my bed the other day and then forgot about them and went to go to bed, and I went into my room and I've got this mound of laundry on my bed, and I'm like, oh, adulting is so hard. I scooped up piles of t-shirts and turned around to the chair next to my bed and went bloop. So I've got a mound in my chair next to my bed right now of laundry. It's bad. I need to go through it. I need to go through it and see what I wear, what I don't wear, what I wear out of the house. Like I went to Walmart in this last night. Came home, washed makeup off my face, and crawled into bed. All I did was just take off my bra. That's it. I literally went to Walmart in this shirt. I went to sleep in this shirt. I've only been up for I haven't even been awake for 2 solid hours. One of my daughters was born in 2000, February of 2000. She's 19. And then my other daughter was born in 2003 in October. So she's 16. My son would have been born in November of 1996, but he was a miscarriage. And then my other son would have been born in late November, early December of 2001, but he was a stillborn. So, yep, I'm old. No, I'm not. I was born in 1980. Let's see, where did they put these on here? Shut up, phone. I don't know if it'll... Right in between my fingers. So, yeah. I think I have my birth certificate, a little copy of my birth certificate here. See? September of 1980. And see, it says birth registration at the top. Proof of how old I am right here. Yeah, I was... So you're saying that I was 13 when you were born? What did you go ba-ding for? I love it. It went ba-ding, but there's nothing on it. I think my phone is confused. Sorry, I was typing a reply back on a Facebook message. I got too many things to do. But I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. I probably need to get up. Go check on the cat I let outside an hour and a half ago. Edit the video. I'll just put the video up tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about posting a video today. So, I mean, this will technically be my video for today. And then I need to edit the 5 or 6 videos that I've got right now to edit. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't believe 4 of those files are corrupted. That sucks. 7, 8. Okay, so I have 8 videos right now to edit. Boy, I recorded 6 yesterday and I recorded 1 this morning, so that is 7. So I only had 1 backup, 1 video that was already in my video editor to edit. So you text? What do you mean, Andrew? Do I text? Nobody ever texts me. People like ignore me. They don't think I exist anymore. I never get phone calls. I never get text messages. I post something on Twitter and I get ignored. Post something on Instagram, I might get 1 or 2 likes or a comment, but usually from people that don't know me. I post a video and nobody ever comments on that. Like, if I get a comment on a YouTube video, I am floored. I post videos every day of the week and I never get comments, ever. I post something on my community tab on YouTube and I'll get like a like or 2. No comments, none. And I see other YouTubers that have subscriber counts similar to mine, and they post a message on their community tab, and within like 30 minutes, they've got 100 comments. I'm like, how? So I pond scum to people. People don't give look, they'll watch my stuff, but like they only watch my stuff for like a minute or 2, and then they're done. They don't leave comments. People don't like my videos. They don't communicate with me on social media. It's like I'm like forgettable to everybody. And I'm usually pretty busy between recording, editing, uploading, researching, everything that I do for like my channel, and then everything that I do for the other channel that I help out with. So, you know, it's kind of okay that I don't get, I guess you could say, bothered a lot of the time, but it would be nice to have somebody like reach out every once in a while. Like my ex-boyfriend Ken, he does reach out every now and again, and he'll send me a message or like a funny picture, either on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, text message. But like that's like every few weeks or so. And like I post on social media like at least 1 thing every day. So if it's not on Instagram, it's on Facebook. If it's not on Facebook, it's on Twitter. If it's not on Twitter, I definitely post on YouTube every day. There's always something on YouTube that I'm posting. And it's like 0 reaction. Like nobody ever like reacts to anything that I post anymore. Like no comments, no shares, no likes. Or if I do, it's like 1 or 2. I've got like 4,000 subscribers nearly on YouTube, and like nothing. It's like crickets in my comment section. Are you out of school for like, is it summertime for schools already? I forget. It's been so long since I've been in school. I think they're probably still in school here in Florida. But I don't know. Yeah, but see that like I deleted Facebook Messenger off my phone because I was getting like messages at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I usually go to bed at like 11 midnight at the latest. Um, so I hate getting phone calls and text messages after like 10 o'clock at night. And anybody that knows me knows that if you message me after 10 at night, I like kind of bite your head off. Even if I'm not asleep, if you message me after like a certain time, I will still bite your head off. And yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things, I guess. When I was going to school, I had like summer classes and stuff that I took. Like I did driver's ed during the summer and that kind of stuff. I always had something going on. I went to summer camp all the way up till I was like 18. So for 2 weeks of the summer, I was either at equestrian camp or I was at regular church camp. So from age 5 to 17, 18, I was in summer camp every summer for a minimum of 2 weeks. So, and my equestrian camp was back to back with my regular like church camp. So it worked out. My parents would drive me to Gainesville and drop me off, and 2 weeks later come back and get me. Best 2 weeks of the summer ever. But yeah. And texting is kind of impersonal because sometimes people misconstrue the way I say things. Like I say things the way I mean it and I mean what I say. But like sometimes I say something and people are like, ew, did you say that? I'm like, yeah, I said it. Why? What? And then they take what I say the wrong way when it comes across in like text message. So sometimes it's just easier to not use social outlets like that sometimes. Well, it sounds like my dad just got home. The dog just moved. She doesn't usually move unless dad gets home. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. I don't know if I'll put the mask video up tomorrow or the channel like overview video up tomorrow. Depends on what I edit and when I get it edited. I'm gonna go make a pot of coffee though. That's gonna be my first thing. I'm gonna go make a fresh pot of coffee because somebody done drank all my coffee. Okay, now it's gone. But I will see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. You should not post your phone number on a live stream, hun. I'm going to delete that. You can. I deleted the phone number. You should not do that because this video stays up and other people can see that. So I removed it right quick and in a hurry. But definitely look like you're local. You got an Orange County number. But you can always catch me on like Instagram or Twitter. I'm on those places quite a bit. It's on my phone, so I do Twitter on my computer and I do Twitter on my phone. But anyways, I will see you guys later. I'm gonna go make some coffee and then edit. And I will see you later. Sorry for the diatribe. Congrats to David for winning the giveaway. I will make your girlfriend's earrings tonight. Hopefully she likes them. Maybe I'll do a live stream of making jewelry. Who knows? I have to figure out if I can get my webcam pointed down at my desk at a good enough angle to make earrings and not have it blurry. So, yeah, I'm in Lake County. I'm in Useless. So you're not too far from me. I grew up in Orlando. I'm a Florida girl. Actually, my brother went to West Orange High School, so yeah, I'm like smack dab in the middle of Lake County. I'm in Eustis. I hardly ever venture out towards Claremont, though. It's like a 45-minute drive for me. And with all the construction and stuff that they're forever and always doing, I never get out that way. Yeah, I live pretty close. You never know where you're going to find people. Yeah, people are surprised I don't have like an accent. I'm like, I'm from Florida. We don't we don't have accents here really, unless you're super like country. Yeah, last time I knew they had Howie in the Hills, like all tore up, and the bridge that I go the back way to get to Claremont all tore up. So that's a headache. I will not. I don't see the point in fighting with it. So plus, I really don't have anything that I do out that way. I mean, I stay like Mount Dora, Eustis, Tavares, occasionally Leesburg, but I don't go much further than that. And they're always tearing something up in Claremont. So it's like they think that they're improving things when they're really not. They're just making it more congested, more traffic, more road trash, more tear and wear on your tires and your vehicle and everything else. And yeah. So, anyways, hopefully you guys have a great day or night wherever you are. It's 6 p.m. here, and I'm going to go make another pot of coffee because I need it to get through editing all these videos. I will see you later.